Good afternoon, everyone. It's vlog time again. I was thinking this morning as I was taking Moo for a walk, there she is, that probably a big question would be, how did I become homeless and living in my car? Well, it's pretty easy. I actually met another lady who this happened to, but on the last two rentals that I took, in Californians making a mad rush to sell their homes before Governor Newsom implemented a tax, severe, on the sale of housing for the purpose of leaving the state. That may not have been a factor in every case, but the housing market becoming what it did about 5 years ago, people could double the equity in their homes, and it literally happened overnight. And with the shortage of housing that there is, these homes just didn't even stay on the market 30 days and they were sold. But anyway, I was notified by 30-day notice that the house is being sold and you gotta go. And when you're renting, unless it's an apartment, if you're renting a house from an owner in a private situation, that's always a great risk. So anyway, yeah, 30 days for me at that time with my illness was barely time for me to think about what to do with my stuff, let alone come up with 3 times the rent to find something else. And the first time it happened, I spent 37 days. The first time it happened, I found another place immediately. The second time it happened, I spent 37 days in my car, and then I went to live with a mentally ill relative of my ex-husband's family. And she's, on paper, schizophrenic. And so when you're dealing with someone who's got that level of illness, and they hear voices and they're being told things that are not reality at all, it's everyone else. If anything goes wrong, they didn't do it. I promise. It's extreme paranoia, and it's been done to them by someone. And I just, got the short end of the stick. I really did. And I was making preparations to leave and just go camp somewhere. And she freaked out and got a restraining order against me for abuse. Because she's a disabled vet, she pulled the elderly abuse card, and they had money to back them up. And she had me outed and held all my things. And I had a broken back, so I couldn't get my things. I couldn't even lift anything. I fractured my spine in March of 2020. And so they ousted me during the moratorium on evictions. They couldn't evict me because of the moratorium, so they pulled the abuse card and went that route. It never went to court. I went to court. No one else was there. The judge threw it out. If that tells you anything. Me and Mookie went to court that day because I was going to explain. And no, there was no court date because there was no reality in the charge. And anyway, that's how I became homeless. But the way that it is for me, even 2 years later, is like waking up is still a shock. I still wake up and go, oh my God, I'm in my car. Oh, what do I do? And then it's about, okay, go potty, wash your face and hands, and see what you feel up to, and what you're gonna do. Because I am disabled. I'm still battling an illness that runs in my family. My son has it, and my dearly departed firstborn definitely had it, and it was called by a million names until now we found that, well, the year that he passed, they discovered the mast cell in the sense that they could see it under a microscope with special staining. And it's an activation disorder. It's called MCAS, mast cell activation syndrome, or I prefer the word disease because it really is a disease process more than a syndrome. But there will be more up and coming in the future about MCAS. And when someone asks me, well, what are you allergic to? What do you react to? I like to say the universe, because I don't know. I know certain foods will make me feel more ill than others. But beyond that, dust. I have severe dust allergy. I'm always wiping things, and I'm always misting with apple cider vinegar mixture to bust down mold spores, and wiping everything all the time. So, yeah, it's a struggle. It's a real struggle. And I am always with the sense, because my family's all buried over in Sebastopol, not far from here. My sister dropped at 40, just out of the clear blue, and my son at 22, for which it was blamed on drugs. But my son Jeremy and I know much better. Anyway, yeah, that would be the big question. How did I become homeless? Was I on drugs? No, seeing a doctor. Just disabled and very low, extremely low income. So over in Owski, we love you today. I hope your day is great. If you want to make any comments below about the Social Security benefit not being enough to cover rent, let alone a single bill, and even my lowest bills, with my lowest bills, I have auto insurance and my cell phone, which is also my TV, my jukebox, my library, everything, and my entertainment center, period. So, yeah, I've got a few bills like everyone else. And then if something goes wrong with Bess, it's like right now she needs to be fixed because I walk the street until she is. So, peace out, guys. Blessings. We love you today. We started with rain. So I got the panels out to charge the little battery box. I'm hoping that the UV is enough to keep that going. And we've got another 4 weeks here. I deduced that I got a 5-week vacation instead of 3. That's lovely. No complaints. Over and out, ski guys. Bless you again, finally, for the last time. We'll see you in the next video. Mwah.